Kinda hit the button for the person for the person's me. Hi, everybody. It's the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Did the little countdown thing tonight. How was the countdown? Want to give you a chance to, settle in, find, have a little moment to kind of get yourself together. People keep saying, "Oh, I missed the beginning," so it's a little Zen lava lamp. That's the lava lamp right there. Moment for you. Anyways, we're streaming tonight. It's kind of same as I've been doing in the past. It's going out to YouTube, to Facebook, on the Orbit page, the 123 Astronaut Facebook page, and my personal Facebook profile thing, and twitch.tv/123astronaut. Hello, Twitch people. If you're a Twitch person yourself, go watch the Twitch stream, because, I don't know, people aren't doing that. It's exciting. And maybe Twitch has this thing where, like, the more stuff you get, the more, I don't know, more permissions you get or something. So anyways, but if you comment, in the stream on any of them, it shows up here, and I can put you up here, just like Ryan. Good evening, Jeff. Didn't expect another live stream so soon. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the groove of it, and summer weather. My mental state is a little bit better. Can get some sunshine in my brain. Yeah, we've got some announcements tonight. We've got some a special guest tonight. That's called a tease, when I just say somebody's gonna be a special guest, and then they come on, and either you might be excited or you might be let down. You won't be let down. Definitely won't be let down. But yeah, let's get into some music. I was having a little panic trying to figure out what song to do first. As usual, if anybody has any requests, request them, and it will help guide me in the evening of performance. Kim is saying hi. Hi, Kim. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Well, thanks everybody for showing up. I'm going to start with a 123 Astronaut song. It was the first song on our last album. And this song is called The Great Unknown. Children, come watch the show. Great. I'm telling you. So having the lyric book here is both an advantage and a huge disadvantage as well. You wouldn't think this, but you get in this starts going through your head. You're like, I didn't change to the page with the lyrics on it, but I know the lyrics to the song, and I could perform it on stage and it would be just fine. And then in that thought process, you forget the lyrics, and here we are. Gather round me, children, come watch the show. The wondrous splendor of the great unknown. Come by, my neighbors. Goodbye, my friends. This train is leaving to unknown lands. Give up your heart, give up your home, unknown. I can't do it. I can't do it. Man. Okay, so I just want to tell you what's happening. I broke a string. And I thought, you know, I'm about due to break a string. Maybe I should change the strings before this show. And I thought, you know, it's probably going to be fine. When was the last time I broke a string? It's been a while since I broke a string. I used to break strings all the time. I had to change all the strings on all of my guitars before every Orbit show. And luckily, the good people at GHS Strings gave me a really nice discount on strings when I bought them in bulk, and they had my order for my custom strings in their system. And I would just call them and say, I need strings, and they would send me massive amounts of strings. But now I switched to these new strings, these paradigm strings that are a new paradigm in string building that are supposed to last a really long time. And the truth is they do. They cost about twice as much as other strings, but they last a lot longer. But not apparently quite as long as I would need them to last. Yeah, so the first song of the live stream, I break a string. And here we are. Does anyone know any good jokes? Or have any questions that I can answer to occupy you while I change my string? I'm pretty quick at changing strings because I've had a lot of practice. Let's see, what do we got? I hope you play Medicine and Bicycle Song tonight. Thanks, Travis. I will do my best to fit those in. Let's see. Okay. Do this. Got this little move here. I'm gonna do this thing. I'm inclined to go this way. I think that's the right way to go. Yep. And then I'm gonna get my string winder and wind it around. You know, there's probably people that are just tuning in like, oh, look, Jeff's doing a live stream. And they get to watch me change a string, which is really not. And now I'm trying to figure out. As with the lyrics, I'm second guessing the string stuff. How's the new TV show search going? Pretty good, Peter. Let's see. There were some new shows that came out that I was watched the first season of the Umbrella Academy. That's a good one. Weird one. It's just weird. It's a really weird show. Trying to think of what else. I've started rewatching Arrested Development. I feel like I could just I could watch that every year, you know. Let's see. This is gonna be one of those shows. It's live music, folks. In case you're wondering if it was live, it is, because if it was pre-recorded, this wouldn't be happening. All right. There might be demons or treasure gold, but that's the wide wonder of the great unknown. Give up your heart, give up your home, surrender soul and body to the great unknown. The truth is lend a soul and body to the great unknown. The truth is coming to claim its love. Only find your answer in the great unknown. You'll be greater, you'll be greater in the great unknown. You'll be greater, you'll be greater in the great unknown. How's everybody doing? Are you all right? You okay? Is everybody hanging in there? Whew, man. It's, I've got some more homemade kombucha tonight. Ooh, this one's, yeah, it's a good one. And, now I've got 6 strings on my guitar. We do this thing too. You do this little move with your pick and curl up the string so it doesn't poke your eye out. All right. Ryan is saying, great opening song choice. Thank you, Ryan. Travis is posting slightly dirty jokes. It's kind of more like bathroom humor. It's all right. It's good. Yes, it's so real. I'm keeping it real tonight. Netflix revival or the original shows. So Hamilton here, I believe, is referring to Arrested Development. I'm watching the originals, and the Netflix stuff is okay. They've originally showed it like in that weird order, and then they reordered it to be more like a show, and I like it much better like a show and in the real order. So both is the answer. You put the live in Livestream. Yes, thank you. I don't know what. Anyways, so okay. Let's get right into. Let's do Bicycle Song. Let's just get right into the requests. I'm gonna switch to the B page, and then we're gonna do that. Again, I know this song. I know all the words to. I could probably do this song in my sleep until I started thinking that I might not be able to, and then it's all muscle memory. Kelsey, won't you come to play? I got my bicycle today. My father bought it for me. He said it cost him money. He's got a man in China who said it gets some cheaply. It's got a magic handle. It's got a chromed up fender. It's got a sprocket card. It's got some superpowers. What a pretty bicycle she said. I want one just like a pretty bicycle she said. I want one just like. Mary, won't you hear my song? I'll make it up as I go along. It's about a man in China who's got a wife and family. He sells stuff for money to feed his starving family. They got him 15 grand, not a girl or money. He's got superpowers. He's got superpowers. What a pretty song, he said. I want one just like sound. He said, I want just like that. See if I remember this part. Just like a pretty bicycle, she said, I want just like Kelsey, won't you come tonight? Your body's burning just like mine. I bought you, these are the words I told you. You got a falling body, I won't touch so badly, I won't get so dirty, I won't give you money, I won't take your body. Tell me, I know. What a pretty sound, she said. I want just like a pretty bicycle, he said. Well, you know, you fall down on your face a few times, and when you don't, it feels extra triumphant. Take my word on that. Well, let's see. Ryan's asking, I'm curious as to how everyone was turned on to Orbit back in the day. For me, it was a mixtape someone gave me. Wow. Ryan, I feel like people have said this on previous live streams, but I'm not remembering. Where are you, Ryan? Mixtape. Yeah, the 90s, you know, mixtapes were a thing. Yeah. It's a funny thing because I've got this new band 123 Astronaut now, and so we've got, you know, 123 Astronaut fans who kind of know very little about Orbit, and Orbit people that are still being turned on to 123 Astronaut. I took your song Medicine to introduce this one to this one and love the whole Libido Speedway album. Yeah. Thanks. Is there a story behind this song? Behind Bicycle Song? Give me a chance to tune this new string. The thing about new strings, you know, they don't stay in tune as well as the old strings. No. There's no story. Not really. It was just sort of that funny juxtaposition of this sort of like that naive kind of kid stuff, like learning to ride a bicycle, and then also sort of the kind of lusty, sort of more material kind of stuff that comes in as you get to be an adult. And so it just more of an idea than a actual. But I do have a song that is what I would call a belated request. And I'm trying to remember who requested this song. We've had a few regulars on the live stream, but last time someone requested Radio Horror, and I said I would learn it, and I did. And this song has more of a story, because I was thinking about kind of what was going on with the band when I wrote it. We had lost our A&M record deal, and we're sort of in this funny limbo place for a few years while we tried to, we started out as a very like DIY band. We ran a record label that was originally called Breakfast Records, and then ended up kind of morphing into what's called Lunch Records now. And we were kind of looking, trying to figure out if we could get a new record deal, but the music industry had changed. And so we were I don't know, just trying to sort of figure out like how do we need to be in order to be successful as a band? And whenever you're doing that, it's always a very like kind of dangerous place. It feels very kind of like inauthentic, right? Like I don't know, like we should just be ourselves. We shouldn't kind of be what the record labels or radio wants us to be. And so that was how this sort of idea of the Radio Horror came about, because it was just like, all right, I'm just going to voice that voice in my head that says, you're a fucking sellout, you're an awful person, and you don't really care about people. and that's what this song is, I suppose. So I'm gonna play this song, and then I'm gonna invite a special guest on. Maybe we can talk about the song a little bit more. I'm in love with the camera. I'm in love with the goons who are gonna bury you. I'm in love with the chemicals. I'm in love with the fear of when they tear it all down. Oh, she's high into life, huh? Bought it from the cold miracle sensual, but I don't really love her. It's just a pretty little puzzle of American doubt. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. Gonna take a donation. Take your body to the shore, wave shivers, babe. Gonna ruin the nation. Time to bury your cherry with a radio whore. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. There's a whole horn section that comes in here. And then we recorded this part. I don't think it made it into the final mix, but we always sort of did it live. It was this kind of gospel thing, but maybe we didn't actually find like a real gospel singer to sing it, so it felt kind of phony. But the whole song is kind of phony. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. I'm a miracle made out of chemicals. I'm a radio whore. I'm the radio. I'm the radio. I'm right. Let's bring on the special guest, Paul Buckley.
How we doing, Jeff? I'm in a cave in El Salvador right now. So,
Last time you were on, you had bad internet. So as long as they've got good internet in El Salvador,
well, let's see.
we'll see that El Salvadorian internet.
It's warm down here. Is it warm up there?
I'm warm. I'm warm. Yep. Yeah. So, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me on. I actually have some news as opposed to last time I was on.
Yeah, I was thinking about the with Radio Horror when we drove up to Maine.
Yep.
With the ADAT machines and our Mackie mixing board, and recorded the guys from the Rustic Overtones.
Yeah, in a lobster shack. That's where they rehearsed.
In Portland, Maine, right?
Yeah, outside of Portland, Maine. Yeah.
And it was like a summer lobster. Like they sold lobsters out of there in the summer, but it was the middle of the winter.
In the wintertime, they would rehearse that for free.
And there was no heat.
There was no heat.
And so they had sort of an industrial heater thing that made a lot of noise that we couldn't record. We were just up there to record the horns for that song Radio Horror.
Yeah, and they did it fairly quickly because those guys were on.
They did great. You would not know listening to the song that it was recorded in a lobster shack in sub-zero weather.
Yeah, that was pretty punk rock of us, the way we did that.
It didn't feel as intentional as that at the time. Like it didn't feel like, it just felt like, oh, this sucks. But telling the story now, this is pretty punk rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice lighting adjustment.
Put some lighting on me.
Paul, the chat room is nuts to see you.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Everyone's being, Holly Mix. That's great.
I
didn't shave for the occasion, too.
I know. It's also punk rock, I guess.
I guess so.
That's the old man version of punk rock.
Well, before we get anything started, I know you have your kombucha there.
Yes.
I just want to let all the good people there. I'm drinking an IPA in a Guinness glass.
Sure. There you go. Let's drink our fermented beverages.
And it's on a school night, so everyone will be happy that I'm still keeping the rock and roll attitude.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the news. So Jeff knows this, but other people don't. We have a new Orbit song coming out. It's actually out. It was out in El Salvador first, actually.
Surprise.
And you can find it now on Apple Music, Amazon, obviously Spotify, wherever you get your music. It's called See the Light. And it's the first single from the band, and there'll be another single coming out, and then a full-length record coming out on Friday, October 9th.
Are you saying, Paul, a full-length Orbit record coming out?
Yes.
That's an amazing thing. After how long has it been?
Probably 20 years.
20 years.
If you count the Lost album in between, which was something that came out before this, so it's confusing for all your Orbit musicologists, but this would be literally the last stuff that we recorded. Yeah. And it's coming out, and these songs were songs that I don't know, for one reason or another, we just didn't put them on records or whatnot.
Yeah, I was saying, like, we had the Lost album, which was an entire album that got lost. Mm-hmm. We knew where it was. Technically, it wasn't lost. The 5 people who had bought A&M Records had also bought our album, and that was where it was. But these are more like lost songs.
Well, I mean, just to tell that story a little bit more, when A&M Records was sold from Polygram to Seagram, they were hoping to sell off some of their assets to other labels. So we were an asset. So we had an album in the can. We had all of their other Libido Speedway out there. So ultimately, they were hoping that somebody like Sony would have paid high ticket price and essentially buy us. But that was wishful thinking on all parties.
Yeah. They were hoping that another label would pick us up. We were hoping another label would pick us up. But, it was all about Limp Bizkit and Britney Spears at the time.
Well, and the price tag was really high. You're coming in and buying something,
that
you're paying retail on something where you never had any input to it. So how are you going to love it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking high level here, but this is exactly what happened to us. We got caught in the middle of a liquidation sale. So to speak. Yeah.
Sure.
But the good news is there's some songs that I found that are surviving that I think are really good that'll come out in October on Lunch Records. You can go to lunchrecords.com now. It's a new website there. And I think all the songs are available now, not necessarily just in El Salvador.
we were looking at the Lunch Records website before the stream, and Paul was saying how he'd put together and was really proud of it. And we noticed at the time that some of the links on the website link to like we think it's the El Salvadorian Apple Music page. So, you know,
I think there's somebody there that wants to take over Lunch Records. So that's why I have to be really careful right now how I speak on this live stream.
Yeah. No, this is public. So, yeah.
All right. So as a gift, when you have a new single, back in the old days, we used to release videos.
Yeah.
We're still old school about it. And Jeff, I'll let you take this away.
Yeah. So our good friend Kurt St. Thomas, for those of you who are 90s Boston music people, you'll know Kurt, and you may know him from other things. Kurt has gone on to do also other great things, and including making some movies and put together this latest music video for us that we're about to premiere. Well, we'll play it right here, and then you can go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, I just want to.
It's sort of quietly up on YouTube.
I just wanted to thank Kurt personally.
Yes.
He did an amazing job on this video, and it features footage when we just started out as a band, right up to the end, and including literally footage that was shot a month ago.
Yeah. It's he sort of compiled a whole bunch of old footage and
Did a great job.
and put it together. So we'll watch this, and then Paul, stick around, and we'll chat a little bit more when it's done.
Great.
I'm not doing it again.
I just wanna see
All right.
And it's back to us. Just like that. Yeah, so if you want to, that video is on Kurt's YouTube page. You should go to Kurt's page. You should follow Kurt's channel and channels. He also runs Houndstooth Radio, and Kurt's great, super great, and we're super thankful to have him as a friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go. That's the video. You can find it there.
A lot of that footage is all live footage shot throughout the years and us being on tour. So if you ever saw us at specific shows, I mean, it'd be very hard to figure out what show is which, but you might tell by the size of the stage and whatnot in certain shots. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah. And a version of that song actually was on the Accelerator album, right?
Right, so you're going down that road. That's good. It's good because some people would say, "Wait a minute, I kind of heard this before." You did. You heard an instrumental version of it. We weren't necessarily at the time
called Vela Luz.
And you can play a fun little
"See the Light" in El Salvador.
Yeah, you can play a fun little game with it on Shazam. When you play the intro, you can Shazam it, and it will be Vela Luz. And then once you start singing, it'll change to "See the Light."
Computers are very smart, Paul.
They are.
They are very smart. Let's see. So people like the video.
Okay, cool.
Fred says it looks great. Brady Fireball says good stuff.
He's a good guy. Fireball's a good guy.
Yeah. And Mike likes it. Jason likes it.
Great.
And Jennifer Robbins says Kurt did a great job of combining all the footage and keeping it high energy. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Scurvy Ann says, "Holy crap, this is great." Scurvy
Who
Ann,
is that woman?
Scurvy Ann, our biggest fan on Twitch. Perhaps the best place to watch this live stream, mostly because Linda Scurvy Ann Bean Party is there.
Well, everyone, check out the video and share it with your friends on socials and whatnot. And it'd be great to get a lot of people interested in the band that you like as well. And we're hoping that we can do more things like this. So.
Yeah. Paul, while I've got you here, I want to put up our friend Jeff Pivoto.
Oh, yeah.
Made this poster. As I mentioned on the last live stream, if you go to, I got the thing here. I know you got to get yourself in the right place.
I'm jockeying again.
Orbitband.com.
So can I talk about this poster?
Yes.
Because so Jeff runs a poster company. Gosh, what's the name of the company again? He needs to be so mad at me. It might not be the same name anymore now.
Dakota Ring.
Dakota Ring, yes, out of Austin, Texas, and he was a huge supporter of the band and saw us every time we swung through town. And
by huge supporter, we mean he let us sleep on his floor, which is always a great show of support.
His father-in-law fixed a speeding ticket for me in Oklahoma.
Well, that's really going above and beyond.
Yes, so nonetheless, he's a super great guy, and he made this specific poster for when the band got back together in support of the Lost album. We played South by Southwest, and he did this poster. So that would have been maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah, because we got the Lost album back. Yeah, 2013.
2011, 2012, somewhere around there. It all blurs. So it's a cool poster. It has lists all the bands and where they're from.
And it's huge. It's 24 by 36 or 18 by 24. It's big. But if you go to orbitband.com/poster, it will take you to the page that explains all about the poster, including how big it is. So don't take my word for it. Go to the page. And if you buy the poster in the next couple of weeks, all of the money for the poster is going to the Equal Justice Initiative at EJI.org. I'm going to move myself over so that, because Paul disappeared for some reason. Paul's internet finally gave out. Anyways, orbitband.com/poster is where you can find that. And it's a great poster. If you're an Orbit fan or you'd like to appear that you are, you could buy this poster and put it up, and there you go. And I got to click all the right things to make the poster go away. Hey, there I am. Oh, Paul's back. Hold on. We'll add him back into the stream.
I'm glad you were able to talk about the poster while I was gone.
Yeah,
But
that's what I did.
again, the internet connection in El Salvador is
It's amazing that it exists.
shabby at best.
Yes. Yeah. However, coronavirus, not so much of an issue. You get outside the U.S., it's easier. Life is easier. Just saying.
Fireball asked about when you could order the record. There'll be pre-orders in September,
Right.
but it's only digital.
Only digital. Yes. So no physical copies unless you buy the digital and then burn it to a CD.
Go reverse direction.
Yeah, you'll feel like it'll bring you back to those Napster days. It's good feeling of buying a record and then burning it. Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for coming on, Paul.
You got it. You sound
Man,
great
so
tonight.
many comments and compliments. As you're seeing, so Fireball saying, when will you guys be coming back to Seattle or Portland? Probably not in 2020. I'll just leave it at that. Paul answered this question. The album is not available to order yet, but it probably will have announcements about like that in September or something, right?
Yeah.
Of course, Fireball then says he just ordered it, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I didn't even know it was up on the single was up on Spotify. So
I think he ordered the poster.
oh, he ordered the poster. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. See, yeah.
Play
And,
it. Yeah.
people want vinyl, Paul.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, it is a possibility. And just ordered the poster. Internet. Is See the Light going to be released as a single? When does that come out? And the answer to that, Hamilton, is
Now.
last Friday. Exactly. It is out. It is up on Spotify. It is up on Apple Music. It should be up on iTunes if you want to buy it. Amazon probably you can buy the download if you want to buy it, or you can just stream it. Like people do, or you can buy it. I shouldn't overemphasize streaming. Please buy our music. Send us money. We've moved on and we're relatively financially stable, much more than we were back in those band days, but it's still just a nice, reminder that people care. It sort of, helps oh, okay, this is a thing that people want and we should do more of this. So,
and I would add the more people care, the more we'll lean in as well.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Well, thanks, Paul.
You got it, Jeff. Thank you.
I'm gonna play some more music and go back to your keep digging. Use that little spoon and just keep digging at the wall. You'll get out one day.
I'll get out.
You will get out of that cave one day. Good luck with everything, Paul.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care.
Well, it's funny. Last time when I went back and looked at the archive on Twitch, it had classified us, and I don't know if it auto-classified as a podcast as opposed to a music performance. 'Cause I thought I'd kind of checked it off as like a music thing, but for some reason, and maybe it was like their AI auto listener that they have on there that, said, well, there's a lot of talking and not a lot of music, so maybe it's a podcast. And with the string breaking tonight and stuff like that, maybe it is. The funny thing is, so Orbit has a new single that came out last week. 123 Astronaut has a new single that's coming out on Friday, this Friday, on all of those services that I mentioned. And the song's called Caterwaul. You can actually find it on Bandcamp, on the 123 Astronaut Bandcamp page already, if you'd like to go and, purchase it. The song's called Caterwaul, and it's kind of the reason I picked a cat for tonight's little image for the show. And so I feel, obligated to play it because, the cat. So here's Caterwaul. Almost lost the kombucha there. The Twitch handle is 123 Astronaut. I thought maybe I could answer it without stopping playing, but just answering some questions in the chat here. 123 Astronaut is the Twitch handle. Twitch.tv/123 Astronaut. Sweet sunshine, for a moment the recesses of my mind. Cool waterfall, swim with me in energy above the thrall. All I want is Caterwaul. All I want is Caterwaul. Sweet ecstasy, electrify the vision between you and me. Warm cacophony, blaring hum, intoxicating all we see. All I want is Caterwaul. 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 I'm hypnotized, gliding all the way, we never wonder why. All I want is Caterwaul. 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 You know, the energy kind of comes and goes. It's like riding a surfboard across a wavy ocean. You know, sometimes you fall off, sometimes you surf. Let's see. Did we just commit to touring the Pacific Northwest in 2021? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, you know, what happens. We'd like to go, you know, where there's demand, where things are happening. Thanks for caring, Jason. And Paul says, thanks, Mike. Jason says, thanks, Paul. And Paul is on the orbit page, posting his orbit. Yeah, so. All right, let's just play a few more, and then, you know, go off and do other things. Do I have anything else I need to announce? My wife's Cooking with Rock Stars website, Jennifer Robbins, is her name. One of the very few people who I'm hanging out with these days. And cookingwithrockstars.com just relaunched, and just put some new videos just got posted. What just got posted? Jack Black. Anyways, if you haven't seen Cooking with Rockstars, go check it out. They're like videos that Jen made before YouTube was around, before YouTube was a thing, and she had this idea to interview kind of indie rock musicians about what they like to eat and what they like to make. Jen is telling me that Interpol and John Vanderslice just got posted this week. Yeah. And so if you want to know what those people eat, cookingwithrockstars.com, or at least what they ate about 18 years ago. Yeah, from 2003, 17 years ago. So, yeah. What else? Yeah. It's it's a slow show tonight. Just kind of leisurely. We had kind of a slow start with that little intro thing, and it's just continuing to go kind of slow. Ooh, let's play an Orbit song. Let's see how this goes. I played this on one of the other live streams, and it went pretty well, so. When we would play this song live, there's just a lot of feedback happening here. It's just a matter of sort of seeing how much we could kind of... And then we look at each other and right at the same time, 2, 3, yeah! Could it make me brave? Poison in my veins. Would it make me sad? John Logan wants everyone to know that Interpol song "Evil" is about their love of rosemary chicken. That may very well be true. How are we doing on time? All right. Let's try a 1, 2, 3 Astronaut song. There's sort of, these kind of different modes of songs that I write. And some are sort of more kind of like these rhythmic jam kind of things. And sometimes they work on acoustic guitar. And sometimes they don't. And sometimes I don't know. And this is one that I don't quite know. It's mostly in tune. We'll try and end the show tonight, in tune at least, right? So, thanks for joining, everybody. And if you haven't already requested your mail-in ballot for the election in November, please do that now. Just as a reminder, I mean, you check how it works in your state, but here in Rhode Island, at least, you don't actually need to use the mail for a mail-in ballot. You can actually just bring the ballot to the polling station or to the town drop-off point and drop it off. And so you don't have to kind of wait in the line for all that kind of stuff. But if, let's just say there's a second wave of pandemic and you don't want to leave the house, you could conceivably mail it, assuming that the post office is still in business in November. I have no idea why they might not be in business, but sometimes ridiculous things seem to happen nonetheless. Anyways, so yeah. And of course, if you're not registered to vote, go fucking register to vote. If you still can. And then please rock the vote, folks. We got to do it. All right. This song's called I Animal. Close your eyes. Let go of all the politeness and lies. Yeah, that's better. So Keith wrote this great bass part for this song. I'm just going to try to estimate it. What do you think you know? Animal. broke another string. I broke another string. I think that means that's our set for tonight. If you're not already on the 123 Astronaut mailing list, join. Go to 123astronaut.com and we will email you whenever these shows are happening and let you know. And of course, follow us on all the social medias. 123 Astronaut is our name on the things. And that's a little bit more reliable. The orbit stuff is a little deprecated at this point. Some of it's getting kind of revised, revisited, revamped, rejuvenated for the new album that we've got coming out. But 123 Astronaut is a good place, especially to find out about these live streams. Instagram, get on the mailing list. The email is better than social media. It's just better for your heart, you know? Better. You live a better life with email over social media. That's what I'm saying. And as Peter's saying, mail early, vote early and often. Yeah. So, thanks everybody for coming out. I'm trying to read some comments while I'm wrapping up here. Lunch Records website, Orbit Band page, social media links lead to web design software's social media. Yeah, who knows? The Orbit Band page, social media links. Anyways, we'll, like I said, we're revamping, reviving. There's a lot of prefixed words that are happening. But thanks for coming out. Next time I will have new strings or another guitar standing by so that, yeah, but you know, it's passionate performance, if nothing else. Thanks everybody. Take care. See you around.